so if we are indeed on the start of the Nullarbor Plain now, which I suspect we are, we've now realistically got best part of 2.5 days of exactly what you see in front of us.
See, I would have thought it would have been not as many tall trees, so maybe we're not in it yet, I don't know.
No, I think the word, apparently Nullarbor means treeless plain, so I don't doubt as we get further in it will get more barren.
Less and less trees.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Up to now we've seen warning signs for cows and emus and kangaroos, and that
sheep.
one we just passed then, yeah, sheep, that one we just passed then had camels on it as well, so apparently there's wild camels out here too.
I'm amazed there's not goats, because there's goats up north, isn't there?
Yeah. So not far off Baladonia now. We've done the first leg. It took about an hour and 40 minutes, I would say. Got through a little bit quicker than we thought. So we're just about 3.5k off our first night on the Nullarbor. The terrain has been pretty much exactly what you can see here. I don't know about treeless plain. There seems to be plenty of trees to us, and just nice 100% perfect quality roads. Not that much traffic, a little bit going both ways, but not much. So yeah, it's oh, there's a motorbike coming down here. This is only the second motorcycle we've seen. Oh, there's two.
There's two of them.
Goodness me, look at that. Well, the first one was a GS. I'm not too sure about the second one. So yeah, all good so far. We have learned, I mean, you're learning all the time, aren't you? We did stop at one point. We just pulled off the side of the road just to have a quick leg stretch. Unfortunately, every single fly on the Nullarbor decided to join us. There was millions of them. There was a lot of
holes in the sand, so whether they just hatched...
I don't know what was going on there, but...
Something must have crawled out of them holes.
Here we go, we're only a K off. So what we're doing now is, if we want a bit of a leg stretch, just slow down to about 60-70 k's an hour, stand up, give your bum a rest. The wind keeps you cool, so you don't need to stop, just slow down. Right, so this is Baladonia. Here we go. The Baladonia Hotel and Motel. Very glamorous, I am expecting it to be too.
Skylab Museum, we'll have to go and check that out.
Yes, this was the site of where part of Skylab came down. So we'll find out a bit more about that shortly. And just like that, we were checked in. So this is it, this is the palace for the evening. 26. This is the outlook. So this is basically a roadhouse. They provide everything you need for everybody's travelling, everybody's passing through. Just have a quick nosy in there. This is their executive room. So I mean, they're fairly basic, but nice and clean. It's all you need. Comes with staff. And just basic, but fine. Everything you need and nothing more. All good.
Carl's doing all his charging now, all his organising. His little jobs as he gets off his bike. Everything's got to be charged.
So this is the little museum at Baladonia. Not entirely sure what this entails.
So back in July 1979, parts of the Skylab space station was supposed to have fallen, well, fell on or near Baladonia, and apparently that is supposed to be the piece, but I don't know whether that's the actual piece, to be honest. It doesn't look like it would be to me, but anyway, if it's not, it's a representation of. I'm not much of a history buff, if I'm honest. It doesn't really. I prefer what's going on in the here and now.
So good morning and welcome to day 4, which is Monday. Incidentally, we are filming this in early October 2023. I don't know when you'll be watching this. But what's the date today, Angie? I think it's the 8th today, is it?
No,
9th today? 9th of October. So yeah, we have just left Baladonia, and we are now on our way basically to Border Village, but it's a fairly long day. It's about a 5.5 hour ride today. It'll be broken up. We'll stop at least 3 times along the way. But yeah, everything is going really nicely so far. The weather today, at the moment, is 26 degrees and perfect. As you can see, not a cloud in the sky. Absolutely spot on. This is a lovely temperature. Still got all the vents open on the jacket, but it's just right, this. We're just a tiny bit early in the morning. It's 8:45 at the minute, which is normally we'd like to get off between about 9:30. I'm just going a little bit steady, just in case any kangaroos or anything are still awake and wandering around. But yeah, everything's going really nice. So just let's have a recap on yesterday. We left Norseman. In fact, on the way to Norseman, we stopped at Widjimulfa, was it called, Angie?
Oh, yes, something like that.
Widjimulfa has a little bit of a claim to fame. Everybody just refers to it as Widji. It's a little bit of a claim to fame because in, I think it was 1931, a young 16-year-old lad and his father found one of the, well, I don't know whether it's the biggest or one of the biggest gold nuggets in Western Australia. It was 600 mil, about 2 foot long, and there's a load of history behind that. It kind of put Widgie on the map and was very contributive to the big gold rush in Australia, one of the big finds, I think. So that happened just behind the cafe where we went for a coffee. Suffice to say, we didn't find any gold while we were there. We spent some gold.
Not in the bottom of our teapot, anyway.
On coffee.
Okay.
So we left Widgie and went through Norseman. That was relatively uneventful, and then on to Baladonia. We stayed in the Baladonia Roadhouse, which was very basic. It's actually the most expensive place we've stayed to date, only by a few dollars, but probably the most basic. But then they are in the middle of nowhere, so they can charge. You really have no option, you know. It's not like you can go to the next place next door, because there isn't one. So that was pretty basic, although we went in their restaurant because you pretty much have to. And the food was okay. It was burger and chips for me, which was pretty average, and Angie had what she said was a very nice tagliatelle. I should just pick what Angie picked, because she always seems to pick something that I wish I'd had. We're now about to be passing through a place called, I think it's Cayuga or something like that. We're going to pull in there. We'll have a quick brew and a leg stretch there, and then we will move on to Cocklebiddy. And Cocklebiddy is where we think we might stay on the way back, rather than stay where we stayed again last night. Because we've got to come this same boring road on the way back home, because it's the only one that goes into WA. This is where you're a little bit limited.
Or fly.
Or you can fly. Yeah, it's about 4 hours if you fly. I mean, that kind of sums Australia up, doesn't it? I mean, we're just getting over the other side, and it's basically from home taking us like 5 days. Even on a plane, it's a 4.5 hour flight, Angie?
Yeah.
That would be right over to Sydney, so Adelaide's probably a little bit less. I don't know, we've never flown into Adelaide, but it's 4.5 hours. Well, when you think that when we lived in the UK, we used to get to Tenerife in
Or
4 hours or
Portugal,
so.
something like that.
Yeah,
Cyprus.
So it just goes to show how big, vast this bloody place is. Oh, look! RFDS emergency landing strip. So this road is commandeered as a runway should the Royal Flying Doctor Service need to land. It actually looks like a runway, doesn't it?
Well, it's very
Oh,
straight.
there's the thing across the road, like it looks like a
Yeah.
zebra crossing, so the pilot can. There you go. Hey, what
Well,
about
it's
that?
probably just nice and flat for them, isn't it?
We will shortly, and I think it's signposted, we'll shortly be entering the 90-mile straight, which we'll stop and get a photo of. I'm pretty sure there's a sign. But that is the longest straight stretch of road in Australia, and one of the longest straight stretches of road in the world. So it's 90 miles, which I believe is 146 kilometres of perfectly straight road. I don't know about flat,
The end of the runway.
but it's straight. That's the end of the runway.
These earplugs feel a bit comfy.
Yeah, we're experimenting a little bit with different earplugs as well this morning. We got the foam squishy type. We found that the two other types of earplugs that we've got, after about an hour or so, start to get a little bit uncomfortable. And frustratingly, it's just one ear.
Yeah.
Both found that it tends to just be one ear, you can't even tell you've got it in, and then what the other ear, it just seems to get a bit
ears,
uncomfy.
obviously.
So it's really annoying, the fact that it's just one ear. You wonder, at one time it might be the right ear, the next time it might be the left.
It's always been my left.
So, oh, is it? Right.
Yeah.
It can vary with me.
Must be a funny shape.
So, we
That's
tried the foam spongy ones this morning, and they keep a bit more wind noise out as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Things a bit quieter. So this might be the way to go.
Yeah.
We also came out of the restaurant last night, and somebody had arrived on a rather fancy trike with a couple of guys sitting in there. If I'd have realised what they were riding, I probably would have had a little bit of a chat in the bar, but they were on this fancy trike. I don't know whether both of them were on it. It was a two-seater. Oh, I got the drone out this morning for just a quick, just to give you an idea where we are and how kind of in the middle of nowhere we are. And it was a very quick whiz round, just a quick few seconds, because I was absolutely bombarded by flies. If you've ever tried to fly a drone when you've got, I must have had about 30 or 40 flies basically on my face. It was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Oh, tell you what this is the 90-mile straight. The picture
Oh, this
we
is why
want.
everybody's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wondered why all these vehicles were here.
Okay, so we are officially on the 90-mile straight now. We just had a little photo session there. I'll put a few up, show you. But yeah, this is 90 miles of straight road. 146 kilometres. And how far did it say it was to Kaiguna?
Is that 150?
I think it was, wasn't it? So I would imagine Kaiguna is just at the end of this stretch then. So, all right, well, let's get cracking. And boom, just like that, the 90-mile straight is pretty much over. It's coming to the end of it. I'll tell you what, these 1250 GSs aren't half quick, Angie. We covered that 90 mile in just a few seconds then, didn't we, really?
Oh, yeah.
We've been scanning the landscape as best we could, trying to see any kind of wildlife, and we've seen absolutely bugger all. So one dead kangaroo at the side of the road, and that was it. Tiny little bit of very small roadkill. I don't know what they would be, but just a couple of things that the birds were tucking into. But a very uneventful 90 miles. We're just about to roll into Cuyuna. Might be a little bit gravelly here, just be nice and gentle. So this will be a little bit of a leg stretch, and then it's only 65k further down the road to our next stop, which is Cocklebiddy. So that won't take long, that's only about half an hour. But we're ready to get off and have a bit of a stretch. Okay, so we just had a little sit down for 10 minutes, a quick half a sandwich each, and a bit of milkshake. A bit of milkshake. Ho ho. So yeah, it's just another 30 minutes or so now down to Cocklebiddy, where we'll have probably a slightly bigger break. Angie didn't get half a Danish or whatever it was she was planning there, so I've learned over the years that it's far better to just let Angie have what she wants. Just leave it there.
We'll look in the garage, and let's see what Angie wants. I think it's the other way round.
It's pointless defending yourself. I've turned your microphone off.
Yeah. Don't surprise me. Central Time Zone, that said. I didn't get a chance to read anymore. I won't quick enough.
Yeah, we will go through different time zones, won't we?
Hopefully the phone just does it by
I think
automatic.
it will.
Should do, shouldn't it?
So we'll sign off for a bit and no doubt catch you up on the other side of Cocklebiddy. Back in a bit.
Turns out where we just left, Cuyuna, was the bigger service station. Where this is very small and not a lot here at all. We thought this was a much bigger, more impressive affair, but I don't know. I mean, it does have, we didn't suss out the accommodation at the last place, where this does have a motel, so I'm not too sure how it compares in terms of room availability, but yeah, we may have got it slightly wrong, but anyway, it's all a learning curve, isn't it?
Well, we haven't booked anything for the way home, have we yet? So
well, the problem is we're checking these places out as we're going through so that we can decide where to stay on the way back. We discounted looking at Cuyuna, their accommodation, assuming they have any, because we had no intention of staying there. We thought we'll stay a bit further up the road at Cocklebiddy because that's bigger and more impressive. Turns out it's not. So we've kind of seen the accommodation at Cocklebiddy, but we've no idea whether it's going to be better or not at Cuyuna. So anyway.
It'll be on the internet, it'll show you on the internet.
Yeah, well, once we've got some interwebs, we can check all this out. We're learning as we go. So the next stop, we've got a couple of stops now before we get to Border Village. And the first one is Majura. It's currently showing 89 kilometres. So that's only about 50 minutes. We'll pull in there. It's gone up to 33 degrees, so it's a little bit drifting towards uncomfortable now. So it's a fairly decent mileage day today. It's about 5.5 hours travelling. It's just a shame it's getting warmer. It's a little bit more torturous. So okay, we'll punch a few more Ks off and catch you later.
Bye.
In the last half hour, well, probably in the last hour, we've we've gone to an area where we've seen absolutely loads of dead kangaroos by the roadside. Dozens, weren't there, Ange?
Yeah, shame. A lot of little babies.
So I don't know why they would just be in one kind of area specifically, but quite a lot of them. We haven't seen any alive kangaroos. We have seen
Five emus.
how many?
today.
Five emus.
Yeah.
Seen 5 emus by the side of the road, just wandering around.
They blend
And,
in. It's hard to see them because they
Yeah,
blend into the
They
terrain.
blend
Till
in
they-
quite well, unfortunately,
till
as
they
is
move.
always the case. We didn't have the cameras running,
Yeah.
but everybody knows what an emu looks like, I suppose. And we saw an eagle, one big eagle. Well, I saw that. I think you missed that, didn't you?
No, I saw it. I didn't realise what it was. I just knew it was big.
It was definitely an eagle that had a great big
You
book.
could tell the beak. Yeah.
The other kind of interesting thing is in the last hour, the temperature has gone from about 34 degrees down to 23 now. So
Ooh.
it's dropped about 10 or 11 degrees in the last hour.
You
And,
can feel that, can't you?
That's
It's feeling
quite a
almost
big.
damp
Oh
now,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's almost feeling a little bit cold because we've still got all the vents open. So it's feeling a little bit much colder and it'll be a bit chilly with everything open. We're pretty sure that the sat-nav has adjusted itself to the time at our destination. We think the clocks have moved on, but we're not really sure. So we'll find out when we get there. It's actually just dropped to 22 degrees.
We're going to be freezing by the time we get in.
We're going to have nipples like bullets, aren't we, babe?
Oh.
So this is Border Village Roadhouse, which looks very basic, but in actual fact is really nice. We've just had a chicken palmy and chips that was probably the best chicken palmy and chips I've ever had. It was absolutely second to none. It was massive, it was way bigger than you need, but it was really good. And Angie's found a kangaroo. Now I know what you're thinking, something is slightly out of proportion there, and it's not my wife, it's the kangaroo. That is apparently the Vegemite kangaroo at Border Village, and there is all the different spots. There you go. So this is the shop, and it's a really nicely equipped shop. Short of nothing. Oh, and she's into the ice creams. But they've sort of thought of everything that you might need. It's really nicely thought out. We might need some of them tomorrow. We'll see. But it's just really nice. Part of the kind of cafe aspect. Little restaurant bit. And then there's a bar. Through there. I'll not film as I walk through the bar, but it's really nice. Do you want to open the door, honey bun, and we'll do the guided tour? So a typical motel room, but reasonably organised now. But all you need: telly, aircon, wardrobe, bathroom.
Do with a bit of TLC, but
It could do with a bit of TLC, but it's alright.
It's got everything you need.
Alright.
Okay, so we are just leaving Border Village. Today is Tuesday. It's oh no, we don't really know what time it is, do we?
About 9 o'clock-ish, I would guess.
We have actually left Western Australia now, and we are en route to Sejuna is the destination for today, which is the end of the Nullarbor.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Lovely.
Oh,
How much is this? A beautiful coastline, and it's nice to see the sea. I think I'll knock the cameras off for a little while. We've got another 2 hours of this, and it's going to be an awful lot of nice sea and coastline to look at. I'm going to take a bit of battery for now. So see you at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, most likely. Bye for now.
ah.
Okay, so we are just arriving. No, start that again.
Motel
Nope.
guests only. You could
No
just.
parking, it says there. I've parked
Wow.
right by the sign that says no parking.
Well, maybe go round in a circle.
So as if by magic. No, I'll start that again.
All right.
Yeah, just let the pants work the way down again. No, in the top right hand corner.
Oh, you said left then.
Did I? Sorry, top right. Yeah.
You said go and then said
I know,
stop.
I know.
When I'd moved my weight. Oh, that's no parking.
Oh, you dope. You specifically brought me to the no parking.
Well, I just saw a big P. I couldn't see the bloody line through it. You're boring me now.
Yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah, I know. What? It just said 12k, now it says 62k. Can you
Yeah.
explain that?
No.